morning. Welcome to NearCon. NearIntent started 2 years ago inside of Aurora, and we've picked actually an absolutely different name for the project, Diffuse. There was an idea behind it, and actually there were two reasons for it. We're living in a multi-chain world, and it means that for years, the only way how people were able to transfer assets in between the chains were centralized providers. We wanted to diffuse this whole dynamics. We wanted to bring to people the solution that would allow them to transparently and verifiably move assets cross chains in a decentralized manner. Second reason was just a wordplay. Diffuse, definitely useful, defy, useful, something like that. We wanted to build a solution that from the UI perspective is going to be very, very similar to the existing financial applications. Something that is simple to use, something that is not forcing you to think about stuck transactions, gas tokens, and many, many different complicated aspects of the blockchain. So, did we deliver on that promise? NearIntent was launched in production in November 2024, and since then it became the fastest growing cross-chain protocol. Our smart contracts processed more than $13 billion in assets transacted, and out of these, 2.7 billion over the last 30 days alone. We're occupying right now approximately 35% of the cross-chain market, and we are the fastest and the biggest protocol for the cross-chain swaps at the moment. We've processed more than 18 million swaps with over 500,000 users that have been using the protocol over the last 30 days. We've integrated 28 chains, supported more than 125 assets, and the largest distribution channels in the world, including Ledger and Trust Wallet, have integrated NearIntents inside of their own front ends. Protocol generated more than 23 million in fees for itself and its partners. Just recently, Avichal from Electric Capital, who is going to be later today on the stage, said that NearIntents could be the crypto Stripe moment. And I think he's right, and I think we are delivering this. Now, no good product can come without a sustainable economics. So let's talk about protocol fees. Starting today, all of the new partners who are going to integrate with NearIntents are going to receive the payouts in the Near token. And existing partners are having the grace period to get to this point over the next couple of weeks. This means that all of the fees that are generated are going to be used to buy back Near from the market and deliver it to the protocol and to the partners. For the swapping product alone, the fee structure, or the current fee structure, is the following. There is a flat 1/100th of a BIP fee for all of the swaps. This is a protection against wash trading for the protocol. We don't want to see just numbers. That doesn't make any sense. There is an additional 20 bips fee for the unauthorized partners that are using the protocol. And for everybody, for all of the distribution partners, there is a 50% rev share of their own fees that are put in on top of the protocol fees, and this is also going to the protocol. We are evaluating additional fees for the swap product, and we're designing systems for future products that are delivered by NearIntents too. But the idea behind all of this is straightforward. We would like fees to be very simple, very fair, and make sure that every transaction improves Near ecosystem. I would like to give you a little bit of a perspective on all of these numbers. Currently, NearIntents is generating approximately 150,000 to 200,000 US dollars in daily fees. This translates into approximately $65 million of fees within 1 year. All of this money is going to be used to buy back Near to the token, to buy back Near token. And in comparison, Near protocol has emissions of Near tokens, and it is approximately 32 million Near tokens per year. At current prices, the buying pressure from Near intents alone is twice as big as the emission of Near tokens. Now, our partners are usually integrating only the core feature of the Near intents protocol, which is the cross-chain swaps. And it's great. Because of these partners, we are able to get to this scale so quickly. But there are lots of innovations that are happening on the protocol level. There are many features that should be surfaced to users. And we believe that we need to create a definitive place, a new home for all of these features. That's why we've built Near.com. This product is a complete rehaul of the existing near-intents.org website. So if you have been using it, it means that you're an innovator. I congratulate you with this. But now it's time for us to switch to the early adopters with this new experience. Near.com delivers all of the features existent on near-intents.org, including cross-chain swaps, private deals, and also gifts. As well, it brings additional features that are available today. These are the history of your transactions and also a contact book that allows you not to make mistakes when you are sending assets to somebody else. And we have lots of features that are underway, and many of them are going to be released very, very soon. One of them is yield. This is a solution that allows you to earn on top of your idle assets. Another one is the whole set of fiat-related features, including on and off ramps, virtual bank accounts, and crypto card. All of these things are needed for you to be able to move across fiat and also crypto assets seamlessly. We are also working with multiple RWA providers, so you would be able to access these assets directly on Near.com. But the feature that I'm most excited about is AI-assisted finance. We are thinking about AI here as a universal interpreter that helps people to understand complex financial terms easily. And Near's DCML, decentralized and confidential machine learning, is the right tool for us to use because your financial data is the most private asset that you have. This use case is the reason why we have Intents and Near AI being built alongside one another. One account, no borders, your financial life on chain. This is not a tagline. This is what Near.com delivers to you today. And since we are in SF, there is one more thing I want to talk about. And this is privacy. Blockchains have been built since Bitcoin with the idea to bring censorship resistance and permissionless access to finance. And back then, we didn't have any tools to be able to deliver these ideas privately. That's why public blockchains became a norm. They were the go-to approach on how to deliver these ideas. And we thought that hiding behind hex addresses is good enough. But this is anonymity. It's not privacy. Anonymity means that nobody knows your name. Privacy means nobody knows your business. And today, on public blockchains, everyone knows your business. All of your positions, all of your swaps, all of your transactions are publicly available to anyone who wants to look for it. And anyone who wants to attack you. That's why having everything in public space is a major risk vector. That's why people who are seeking privacy are getting it, funny enough, from centralized exchanges. That's the state of the market right now. We believe we can do much better than this, and that's why we've developed confidential intents. So here's how it works. Together with Near core team, we've developed the Near private shard. All of the information on this shard is encrypted and stored inside of the TE enclaves, so that even the operators of these enclaves are not able to see this data. So when you're moving your assets to the confidential layer, it means that all of your transactions there are becoming confidential. You don't share the amounts, you don't share the assets that you're interacting with, you don't share the counterparties that you're interacting with, and even the information about you transacting on the private shard is confidential and not available to anyone except for yourself. Now, privacy doesn't mean not sharing anything with anyone at any time. This is not very practical. Sometimes you need to prove things to other people, to your auditors, to your counterparties, or maybe to regulators. That's why the system design includes publicly managed viewing keys with selective disclosure of the information. Phase 0 of confidential intents, or the first version, first milestone of its development, is available now on near.com only, without any protocol fees. Now, with confidential intents, Near becomes a privacy solution to any crypto. You can move to the confidential layer, Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, and even Near, and you can privately transact there. But it's not only about confidential intents. In fact, all Near technologies, amazing scalability to 1 million transactions per second, sub-cent cost of execution of transactions, extremely fast finality with 1.2 seconds right now and sub half a second later this year is the technology that is available to all of the crypto. We don't want to fight with other blockchains. We want to unite them and enrich with our technology stack. So let me bring it all together. During NearCon, we announced 3 things: protocol fees, a sustainable economic model that is going to benefit Near vertical with every single transaction. Near.com, a definitive front end that allows you to use Near intents in the new way with great products like Yield, Fiat, and the most importantly, AI-assisted finance just around the corner. And last, confidential intents, the practical privacy that you can use today for any of your crypto assets. 2 years ago, we started this project with a name and a promise, making DeFi useful. And I think $13 billion later, we're delivering on this promise. And we're just getting started. Thank you.